today we've got a recovery. We're coming up on a truck right now that slid off the road inches away from going off of a drop into the creek where it would tip over. So
I couldn't stop it. It was getting cold and dark. It was like 25 degrees.
this may not look bad, but I promise you it's technical. All right, guys, so obviously we've got a big recovery to do today, and the first step before any recovery is go to the store and get supplies. And since AG1 is the sponsor of today's video, and since Hands forgot to order more, well, we're gonna have to do our best to try to make our own nutritional drink, which is why we're about to buy a lot of ingredients and hope for the best. All right, I found as many of the supplements as I could, but definitely didn't find them all. See, the issue is AG1 has 75 different vitamins, minerals, nutrients, whole foods, superfood, probiotics, prebiotics, literally all the good stuff that our bodies want, need, and crave in one really convenient, easy to make drink. Whereas this, well, this is a whole commitment, but I am committed to feeling good today. So I can't have AG1, I'm gonna do the next best thing. All right, bro, I think that's everything I can think of. It's not everything, but it's the best we can do.
I'm still trying to figure out what exactly we're doing here, because there's not, like...
Yeah, where have you been this entire time? AG1, remember? We ran out of AG1, so we're here trying to make our own nutritional drink. So
No, we never ran out. You never asked me for AG1.
That's not true, because I definitely said, do you have AG1?
I just, they're right here. I thought you said something else, to be completely honest. I don't know what I thought you said, but...
I literally have a shopping cart full of fruits, vegetables, supplements, everything.
Here's 75 ingredients you need right here.
So here's what's about to happen. I'm gonna get my daily nutrition right here out of the AG1 that you were apparently hiding. We're gonna put the groceries back because you weren't listening. That's so much better than making whatever that was gonna be. So guys, real talk. AG1 is not a gimmick. It's not a joke. It's not something that we just advertise for fun. This is something I drink every single day, and it's very important to me because when I drink this, I feel better. I have better energy. I'm able to focus. My gut feels better. My overall well-being is just better when I drink this, and it's so freaking easy. Literally one scoop, bam, put it in cold water. You've got yourself a daily nutritional drink that covers all the bases, and you don't have to worry about whatever that was gonna be. So guys, do me a favor. Click the link in my description below, place an order for AG1. When you do that, they're gonna give you a whole bottle of vitamin D3K2 absolutely free. That's like a 1-year supply, plus 5 free travel packs with your first order. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Seriously, if you're on the fence about this, take my word for it, just try it. Give it a shot, see if you like it. So with that said, we have a recovery that we gotta go do. I wanna say thank you to AG1 for sponsoring our videos, and thank you guys for trying this out and feeling better. It's a win-win for everybody.
I wasn't paying any attention. Where'd you get this stuff? I mean...
It fits.
It's about the same.
It's kind of a weird situation. The truck is actually, doesn't look as bad as it is, but the truck, there's a 3-foot drop off underneath the truck. There's a shelf. So it looks like it's sitting there and it's not too bad. It's about a 20-degree angle hill already, but where the right-hand side tires have dropped off over the edge, it's complete drop off. So it looks like you could just grab it and pull it, which you could if it wasn't brand new, and destroy things, but obviously we don't want to do that.
We're taking all the trucks?
Yeah, these 3.
Gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful mountains of Utah. as usual. Today we've got a recovery. We teamed up with Brian from Atlas Towing again. You guys have seen him on the channel a lot lately because we're doing a lot of work with him. And this area is a place called Monte Cristo. This is about an hour and a half northeast of our shop, and it's just a little bit south of Bear Lake. And this is kind of Brian's jurisdiction. This is where he gets a lot of calls for tows. And it's hunting season. A lot of people are up in the hills, seeing the leaves, looking for animals, all kinds of stuff. So that leaves us with a lot of people that are going on off-road trails. This summer and fall has been unusually wet, lots of rain. Last winter, as you guys know, was heavy. This winter's looking like it's going to be heavy again. So this off-camber, slippery, muddy road is a recipe for disaster. And we're coming up on a truck right now that slid off the road, 3 or 4 foot drop into the creek where it would tip over. So this may not look bad, but I promise you it's technical because we've got a slanted road that we have to work from. We got a truck that's in the ditch. We don't have a ton of room to work. And if it slides it all that way, she's going in the ditch and probably tipping over. And it's a brand new truck, and the owner would like for it to not tip over. So we are going to be gentle today. We're going to be very technical with our winching. We're going to be strapping to trees, using snatch blocks. When you can't just brute strength pull something, this is where you cut back to the video of the RV at the sand dunes where we pulled it and ripped the trailer hitch off. That's a good example of what we're not going to do today. Today we're going to take our time, be easy. We brought the old first gen Ram wrecker that I'm buying from Brian, and we brought Brian's kind of off-road wrecker. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and tell us what you would do differently. Let's see all the armchair quarterbacks.
I think that tire's fun.
What, Nate? What do you want? You're in my face. Grab those wheel chocks. Do one on the front, one on the back. That we could also spin it around. Just grab the front and just pivot it so it's facing back down the trail. Pull it sideways. We're just going to be dealing with a lot more resistance that way, unless we get a really high pull point.
Yeah, there's 2 huge trees that we can go off of.
Either way, we should get the one set up in here first and get that front pulled up and see how easy it pulls. If it pulls easy, then let's just go all the way around with it. If not, then we can run a second line to the back and pull it up.
Definitely gonna have problems getting up over that lip.
The other option is, depending on what that looks like under there, just snatch the back from that tree right there, get the back up here, and then the whole truck might just pull up.
If we snatch that back, bring the back up first, bring it straight up all the way up into there,
Yeah, get it sideways
and then
that
winch
way.
it back down and do a couple point turn with the winch.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty.
I think if the truck, if we get that sand, that's like a perfect shot right there.
It is.
So back the truck up right here, up to that tree, straight down to the back of the truck, and let's pull it up.
I drove up here to see if I can park up in here and then hike up through the trees, and I realized this road was way too slick, and so I started to back up just a little bit and I slid right down in. I couldn't stop it. Family down here that was in a like Explorer, and he's like, your first clue should have been not to go past that hill, and I was like, okay, can I get a ride out? Like I'm alone, you know? He's like, peace, and off he went.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, what do I do now, right? So there's a Ranger. It was getting cold and dark. It was like 25 degrees, and I'm like, all right, what do I do? I got no service. I'm stuck. The dude came down, and he had a winch on the Ranger, and we tried to pull it back, and it just slid down further. So at that point, they just gave me a ride up to the top, and it was a long night. I'm just hoping it's not damaged too bad, but that wheel's not looking too good on that backside. You guys do this stuff all the time, though, right?
First time.
Really?
Yeah. We watched a YouTube video earlier today. We should be able to get it.
Yeah.
Comes. Moving. truck is cheating. However, we're lucky that this road has had a day or two to dry out, because if not, we would just be sliding all over the place. So even though this looks really easy, this truck is very capable and the conditions are pretty much perfect. So we're pretty much all the way out. I've been winching for maybe 30 seconds. Sometimes we like to make them complicated for you, and sometimes we like to make it nice and easy. But with the right equipment, man, it's a breeze.
Went pretty smooth. I think they're basically now going to just use the power of the truck itself to back it back and forth until they can get it around. But it's out of the ditch and it's out of any sort of issue right now. So
I'm peeing, don't look. God. Oh, somebody must have left their drone right here.
I gave the drone to you for like a minute.
I found a drone, Nate. This looks a lot like ours. I'm gonna see if it'll work. It's a nice drone. So I'm probably just gonna use it just in case. It just needs to shut off. It needs time to think about what it's done.
What?
I just filmed a whole scene with me and Dave, and I'm pretty sure it's in time lapse. We're a good team together.
Easy. I'll explain now. We're just gonna pull the front.
How about you explain it, Hans? Put the phone selfie style and go. Were you flying the drone and your phone at the same time?
Unbelievable.
This is what's called a K-strap. You take a soft strap, like a sling, and you run it around the tire, cradles the tire, pull it, and swing the front end around.
I hope I don't just slide right back in. Try not to put any scratches down inside of your truck. That was stressful. It's giving me the stressful job.
Oh wait.
Here we go. Pray for the best. Success. You got it.
That's pretty impressive. I'm happy with the outcome. You guys did good.
I'm impressed though. For as bad as that looked, came out pretty clean.
With one dent on the
Yeah.
air dam, that's pretty impressive.
And that was just me kicking it.
Well, guys, that was really easy. That one was a little bit technical, but not tricky at all. The weather definitely cooperated to help. So right now from here, we're headed up to Brian's place up near Bear Lake to pick up a few more pieces of equipment, semi, lowboy, maybe a wrecker, maybe a crane truck, because we found a buyer for our cabooses, and the buyer is in Bozeman, Montana. So we have to figure out a convoy to be able to haul both cabooses, both of the axle truck set, well, 4 of the axle truck assemblies that go underneath the cabooses with the railroad wheels on them, which are actually surprisingly very heavy. We have to bring the tops of the cabooses, the cupolas that we cut off. We have to bring a couple pieces of rail that it was sitting on, and some railroad ties. So it's probably going to be a 4 or 5 truck convoy up to Montana, which I think we're going to try to do tomorrow or the next day, depending on how our schedule shakes out. So that'll be the next video, but for now, we're done for today.